Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. The Atlanta Braves taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And today on the hill, Kyle Leahy. What do you have on him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
All right, just about ready for baseball. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna.
And we're underway here in the home opener. Fastball is outside.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
That one misses. Ball 3. On the ground. Fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
At the plate, Drake Baldwin. That clips the zone. Strike one. Just getting started here in St. Louis. Yeah, that's fouled off. Now a quick throw to first. Tag and they got him. Acuna picked off. That's a little bit low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 2-2. That one missed. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings through it for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Yordan Alvarez at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Ball.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 3. Strike on the inside corner. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And there's ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
Here's Matt Olson down. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that one inside, and it hit him.
That is it. The third baseman.
First and second, 2 outs. Here is Austin Riley. Check swing. He held up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Fooled on that pitch. Got a little anxious. And now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
Two on, 2 outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in St. Louis, and now here's the starter for Atlanta, Chris Sale. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Bo Bichette, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Here's a 1-1.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Struck him out looking.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
1 out man at first. Now at the plate, Ivan Herrera. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Bryce Harper swings through. For strike 1. 2 on, 1 out. Fouls away the first offering.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Got it, swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. And now Bader up to the plate.
Bader.
2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 now. Sale fights it off. He'll see another. Bichette at third. Pereira at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Foul ball there. Check swing. He held up. And it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. In the air, foul off first. And there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. So a man at first. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. That one fouled off. Dubon in his 6th season in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Checks over to first, back safely. And the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Man at first, one away. Runner on the goal. Cut on and miss. Throw. Save. In the air to left center. He's got it. 2 away now. Mike Yastrzemski up here.
The left fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Hey!
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Leahy checks the runner, and he's back in easily. Man on second, 2 down. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back here in St. Louis, bottom half of inning number 2, Jordan Walker digs in now.
Walker.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings through that one. And that's 3 straight strikeouts. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. On the ground, right side. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Hey!
Out towards right center field. Walker coming on. And there's one down. Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves. Struck out swinging his first time. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. Alvarez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here is Matt Olson. Hit by a pitch his first time up.
Well,
and another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings and misses. 2 balls and a strike. That one misses. And now 3-1. Fastball for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott.
Number 11, Victor Scott II.
Lays down a bunt to the right side, and that's foul. The 0-1, and a foul ball. The 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Hit by a pitch leading off the ball game.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Right through there for a strike. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Check swing didn't go. The count now 2-2. Stays alive. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So digging in, Mason Wynn. Caught looking his first time up.
Yeah.
That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
That's a ball.
Out to short, Dubon. St. Louis goes down in order. New inning getting started. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
This one in the air, center field. Scott drifts towards it. One down. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. He's 0 for 1. All tied up, top half of inning number 4.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Next offering is fouled back. The 2-1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses the zone. And now 3-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Fires over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for Atlanta.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Aye.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player you want to...
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. A massive home run. The Braves score first. It's 1-0. So 2 down. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Fly to center his first time. And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2.
Ball. That's inside.
Next offering is outside. In the air to left center. And that'll do it. Long ball draws the Braves closer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here in St. Louis, here's the Cardinal DH, Ivan Herrera. Chris Sale back to work.
Ball inside.
And that's in for a strike. Now time called at the plate. Swings and misses. Strikeout number 8. Here comes Bryce Harper. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Late with the swing there. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So here's Bader now. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Bader.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. Chris Sale looking for that shutdown inning.
No, inside.
And that's a little bit high. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Payoff pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. Back here in St. Louis. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski. Time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Gordon Graceffo.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
On the ground right side, Sajazi slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 2. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Out towards right center field. Scott on the move. And there's 2 down. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Drake Baldwin.
Baldwin,
that's out.
24 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Breaking ball, and that got him.
The batter, number 44. Designated hitter.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ball, that's outside.
Baldwin leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Quick toss to first. Baldwin back in standing. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Foul ball. In the dirt. And the next pitch is way outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should.
And he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Now here is Pedro Pajes. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Nope, that's inside.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
There's the strike. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Ball.
The Braves leading by a run. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball 2. Hey!
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Back here at Busch Stadium. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. And a swing and a miss there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that one ripped to left. Great effort, but it gets down. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for Atlanta, the first.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Quick move to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out. 1 out, man at first. Austin Riley at the plate. In the dirt, blocked. And that's down and away.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in there. late on that fastball. 2-2 now. This one in the air, center field. Scott under it. He's got it. The relay, throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. Right through there for a strike. In the dirt, and that's ball one. Now before the 1-1, time is called. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Got him swinging for the K. 7 in a row by way of the K. Bo Bichette now at the plate. Daysbel Hernandez on the pitch here.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
The Cardinals down by a run here in the bottom of the 6th.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
And the 2-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. To third, Riley. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Justin Brule will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score. Right where it is.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the 0-1. Late swing, fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now.
Ball, that's inside.
Caught him looking for the K. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Fly ball down the line. And that drops foul. 0-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for Atlanta.
Now it's going to be Mauricio Dubon. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Win. The throw to first. That ends the frame. Bottom of the 7th. So now here's the Cardinal. Designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. Strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That's inside. Ball in.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that one is lifted in the air. Harris under it. 1 away. Bryce Harper to the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Harper.
That one way inside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0. Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the left fielder, Harrison Bader, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The Braves trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Left field, Yastrzemski on the move, brings it in, and that is that. We go to the 8th, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski.
That's a ball.
In the air out towards right center. Scott on the move to the alley. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's one away. So back to the top of the order. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. 1 for 3. And that misses. Ball one. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Up next for Atlanta.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive.
Man at first with one gone. And next for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. In the dirt. Throws down to first, but he wasn't going anywhere. The lefty, the 1-0. Acuna runs. Late swing, foul to the left. Acuna stands at first with one out. Step off, throw to first. Acuna dives back in. Rule, 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game. Yordan Alvarez next up for the Braves. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a pop-up. Brings it in, and that is that. Back here in St. Louis, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Jordan Walker getting ready to hit. So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to hand.
Tyler Kinley taking over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect. Tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
There's the strike. That's the strike. 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or away.
Inside. And it's 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
On the ground, right side. Olsen steps on the bag, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. The Braves holding on to a 1-run lead near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got it swinging. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Cardinals,
Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, J.J. Weatherholt, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. And a big swing and a miss.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
High fly ball, right field. Acuna on the run. And that ends the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. In the air, right field. Burleson gets under it. And there's one down. Here is Austin Riley. 0 for 3 in this one. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Ryan Fernandez. He's into the game with the bases empty. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
The batter, number 1.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Bader settles underneath it. 2 away. And now Michael Harris the second. He's already homered in this game.
Inside, ball 1.
On a strike, the pitch. Gets him to chase after that one. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
All over that one right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Dubon in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Battling here as he fouls it away. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the 9th. Victor Scott digs in now. And that one fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Down the third baseman, Bo Jet, known for his late inning heroics. And that drops in for a strike. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. 0-1 down. And fouled off. The Braves trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball one. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn. 0 for 3 with 2. So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. The represents the winning run. And a swing and a miss. Ball one low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
So now 1-2. Tying run at first. The winning run at the plate. Got it. Swinging for the strikeout. Cardinals now with just one out remaining. And now it's Ivan Herrera.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Sale with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
1-0 the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long